Hey, Seth Larrabee here, and this is for all of you over at StopDoingNothing.com. About 2 years ago, I was in the pits of despair. Basically, I was drinking every single day. I was eating nothing but comfort food and fast food and things that would just cover up my emotions and hide from the things that were going on. And, you know, my business was non-existent. I wasn't returning calls. I wasn't getting projects done. Everything was just falling apart. I'd lost all meaning, and, you know, I just didn't know what was going on. And so I had to make a decision at that point. It was, I'm going to let this carry me down to the tubes completely to where I, you know, was either going to die or go to jail or institutional. I had no idea, or I was going to turn it all around. And I made a decision that I had to figure out what was the answer to get the meaning back into my life, in my business, into what I was doing, and also how would I go about doing that. So the first thing I had to do was get rid of the alcohol. I figured, okay, I got to start there. And this was really difficult to do because my mind was not in any state to make these kinds of real decisions, but I had no choice. I was kind of forced into it. So I decided the way to do that was to find out how do you stop drinking if you're, you know, in an alcoholic state. And I was referred to Alcoholics Anonymous, or AA. And so I joined AA and I went through the 12 steps, and what I learned there, which was the beginning of my journey of what I call my micro-commitment system, was that you take not drinking one day at a time. And even some of the more veteran, seasoned people said 1 hour at a time, 1 minute at a time, whatever it takes to not drink so that you can quit and stop messing up your brain and screwing up your life. So I did, and I went through the 12-step program that comes from AA, and I was able to stop all of the cravings and the drinking, and I've been alcohol-free. And then I decided, well, if this works for this, what if I was to just incrementally start doing exercise that way, just a little bit every day, and eat a little bit better every day. Stop eating breads that have all of this, you know, white bread that has no nutrition in it. And then, you know, knock out the ice cream or whatever it was, that it's just one little thing at a time. You don't quit smoking and quit drinking and go on an exercise routine and try to, you know, do all of these things and build a huge business all in one day. It doesn't work. So micro commitments, what that is I'll give you an example in exercise, is that my idea was that I was going to just start with 1 push-up a day. 1 push-up a day. Now, there would be days where I'd do 5 or days I'd get up to 10, but there was just one push-up. So one day, if I really was in a bad mood, or I wasn't feeling good, or I had a flu, I was sick, whatever, I'd do 1 push-up, and then I knew that I was keeping that string of successes going every single day. I check it off on my calendar. Done. A day, a day, a day, a day, a day. And all these strings, this chain of success, built my self-confidence. It built my self-esteem. It built my sense of self-worth back up. And so now I wanted to meditate. What did I do? 1 minute a day. So I could just sit down and meditate in the morning. If I did 5 minutes or 10 minutes or even 20 minutes, fantastic. I went way over and above. But if I got to bed that night and I realized that I hadn't done my meditation, I could close my eyes, focus on my breathing for a minute before I rolled over and went to sleep. The next day, that's it, you got it. I could actually check it off on my calendar and say, did it. And then these chains of successions and building that confidence, and confidence is a muscle, so is self-esteem. It's a muscle. It's a taking action muscle. When I saw that I actually stuck with something long enough to see success, and I ended up not only quitting drinking, but I ended up losing 50 pounds in about 4 months. And then I started seeing a six-pack at 48 years old. I have six-pack abs. And, you know, people on my timeline on Facebook, I posted a picture of me where I live in the Dominican Republic at the beach, and people were like, oh my God, dude, what's that, a six-pack? And I didn't even think about it, and I hadn't even planned on having it. And I didn't even know it. I just saw it. I'm like, oh my God, I do. And it just happened because I wasn't focused on the outcome as much as I was focused on being consistent micro commitments every single day. I'm going to do this much every day. And that works for anything, walking or business stuff or anything. Just find out what you have to do and do the minimum you need to do every single day and do more if you can. And you will arrive at success because you'll become great, not at just finishing, but you'll become great at starting every single day. You just start again where you left off. And if you keep starting over and over and over again, you'll end up finishing whatever it is that you started. Okay? That's it for me. Seth Larrabee signing off. Again, I just want to thank you, Patrick, for inviting me to share some value with your tribe. And I might be back with another video. We'll see what happens with what else I might have to share with you. But that's it for this one. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys back online.